This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck. It is a 2006 Ford F450 regular cab. It's a two-wheel drive, 6-liter turbo diesel. It's an XL, which is the the vinyl seats and the crank windows. It's a work truck, dual rear wheel. It's got an 11-foot utility bed with a hydraulic lift. Beautiful truck. We're going to show you the Carfax on this in a second. You won't believe what that thing looks like. I mean, I think they service that thing every day. Anyway, we got it here, and on top of what they've been doing, we did this. We gave it a new serpentine belt, a water pump, an oil sender, and a license plate bulb. It ran fine when it came in here, but those things were a little on the iffy side, so we fixed them because this thing is worthy of being as close to perfect as we can make it. Okay, we bought it from a commercial company that had a huge fleet of these in Rancho Cucamonga. That's the LA area of California. And this thing is as nice as it looks. I mean, this thing is really something. It's got some miles on it. It's got, let's see, 213,370. Which, I mean, I guess for diesel isn't really that many miles, especially when it's been maintained like this. But anyway, I'm going to walk around. I'm going to show you what's going on here. And my brother's already taken this thing for pictures. Look at the rubber. Amazing. I mean, whoever drove it actually knew how to drive. Usually these things are just beat to hell. And this one's the opposite of that. They didn't back into anything. They didn't damage the bed sides. It's sort of a miracle, really. Usually these things are just hammered. All right. Door panels. There's a couple scrapes here. I mean, obviously no one's going to care about this stuff. You know, guys working are in here. It's it's a DFI liftgate. There's a manual for the liftgate, and then the truck manual's inside that. The Ford manual is inside that. Got the manuals for that stuff. Still in the package. A little bit of a tear there, little tear there. I mean, obviously this tear stuff doesn't matter. It's a work truck, but to somebody it might. They did give it a CD player, air conditioning, and it looks like it's got tilt and cruise, which is pretty much an upgrade for a work truck. Some nice boxes here. Let's see if I can do this at the same time. You know, it's still a two-handed deal. Let's see, the rear tires, less tread than the front tires. Probably 90% on the front and probably 20 or 30% on the rear. You have a lift gate. Ultron 94059 is the model, or I'm sorry, that's the serial number. Model number is RB126230A. And let's see if I can figure out how to do it without breaking a finger or something. There we go. All right. I might have to have the truck running, huh? Oh, there you go. So there's that. See if I can put some weight on it, make it go faster. Negative. That's a very controlled fall. There's that. And up. Boy, up is a lot faster than down. I guess they don't want things to drop, right? Nice. Got scared. I saw my finger like right there. And I thought, I might lose my finger. All right. I don't know if you can do this one-handed. I did it. See? There we go. Maximum capacity, 1,250 pounds. Yeah, you want to help now? Thanks. That'd be my assistant, magician's assistant. There's a little scratch right here, but I don't see a dent really, so much as a scratch. Tires. Use that. Like I said, use the pictures so you can get a better idea of what's going on. I think we have some backup sensors in here too, don't we?
It's got the eagle eye.
The eagle eye. So do I. I have the eagle eye too. All right, I'm gonna fire this thing up. That would be the eagle eye. Boy, is that annoying. I guess when you're backing up and you're in a commercial environment, you might need that. What the hell might be nuts though if that thing goes off all the time. We'll have to test that in a second. All right, Jason's opening the hood for me. 213,392 miles. All right, Jason is very minor blow by, which is good. There's a Ford stamp there, Ford stamp right there, where it belongs. Ford stamp right. We didn't do an oil change, did we? Yeah, we didn't even change the oil, and that blow by is minimal. There's a Ford stamp there. Those Ford stamps mean that nothing's been replaced in the front end due to collision. I always show people that so that they know that the likelihood that it's ever been wrecked is very low. Because when they wreck them, they put Korean parts on them. Because they're about 1/10 the price of a Ford part. All right, great Carfax. Let me show you something. You don't see this very often. Service. Get out of this. Service. All right. Another page. Look at this. Service. All that stuff is service. And then it goes all the way to 159 here. More service. And probably that lag is why we need to do that serpentine belt. It was really well maintained, and they kept records. They probably just kept keeping records right there. Is probably what happened. The company that sold it originally wanted to sell it for a lot more money, so they kept good records and sent it into Carfax, and the next guy didn't. But based on the way this thing runs, the next guy took really good care of it too. He just didn't call Carfax. So anyway, I'm gonna back this thing up and try not to hit anything since I can't see. Yikes, this is kind of scary. I guess we're gonna find out if we do have parking sensors or not, right? Yikes. I'm gonna turn this thing all the way up. Gosh, I feel like I'm close to stuff. I don't know how, maybe I don't know how to work it. Thanks. Alright, we're about to have a funny video here in a second. I'm not going back any further. Assume it doesn't work. How about that? Too scary. There's a nice truck behind me and I can't see it with that lift gate. So assume that doesn't work because I don't want to find out. Alright? And we're not fixing it if it didn't work, so it doesn't really matter. I was just trying to show it off. And the fact of the matter is, it's too scary. I'm not doing it. Alright, let's go for a ride. Alright, this thing's on a clear title, so if you come to Tucson and drive it home, which you're welcome to do, you're going to pay tax and dock fees. Tax is 2% city sales tax here in Tucson, plus whatever your state tax rate is. So if your state tax rate is, say, 5%, you'll pay 7%. If it's 3%, you'll pay 5%. All you have to do is add 2% to your city sales tax, and you'll know what you're paying. And then add $250 for dock fee. If you pay by wire and ship, all you pay is the agreed upon price, nothing else. Once we receive your wire, we'll fill in the title with your company's name or your personal name and address, and notarize it, sign it off. We'll scan that into your online file, so you'll be able to see that immediately. We'll mail it to you. On the envelope that we mail it in, we will scan into your online file also. Everything that we have, you will see. You'll see the title that we got from the commercial company that we bought it from. You'll see the title we currently have. You'll be able to click on that in the ad. And what else? Let's see. Deposits. Deposits are $500. Once we receive your deposit, here's a school bus. This kind of screws things up, doesn't it? Once we receive your deposit, we'll put your name and a banner over the truck at wheelkinetics.com, and you'll know it's yours. Until then, it is for sale. Okay. So please get your deposit in. This is a really nice truck, and all of our liftgate trucks, especially in this condition, go really quickly, like to Solar Solutions next door. I can already picture them. I think they spent a little too much money lately at our place, so they might be. But I don't know. They might be next door. They might be coming over. So my point being, get your deposit in so that you own it. Until we have a deposit, we're going to sell it to whoever puts a deposit first, irregardless of who makes an offer first. Offers don't matter. Deposits do. Warranty. It's got 213,392 miles. There's no warranty. The guys at Ford bailed on this truck a long time ago, many miles and many years ago, okay? And they built it. If they could have given it a 500,000 mile, 30-year warranty, they would have, but they didn't. They gave it X amount of miles and X amount of years because they didn't know what would happen, okay? We don't know more than the people who built this truck. We do know 6.0s really well, and we don't sell bad vehicles ever. Now, we don't know that tomorrow, when you get it, it's not going to need an injector. We do know today it doesn't, okay? We know today it doesn't need air conditioning because the air conditioning is blowing ice cold. By the way, I'm going to turn it up. It's October, almost the end of October. And it's still warm today in Tucson. Although we've got a hurricane about to hit Puerto Vallarta, which is my favorite city in Mexico. So Puerto Vallarta will be off the list of vacation spots for about 5 years. How long it takes for them to recover. Anyway, the point being, there's risk involved in buying this truck. If you don't want risk, go buy a brand new one, get this box and liftgate put on. You'll be out about 45, 50 grand, and you'll have 3 years and 36 of bumper to bumper, and then you'll have a long powertrain, and then after 100,000 miles, you're on your own, and you probably still owe $20,000 or $25,000. That's the truth, okay? If you're worried about the issue that 6.0s have, this one doesn't have it at all today. And it may never have. We have them that go 500,000 miles and never show a sign of it. I've seen them with more than that, actually. But if you are concerned about it and you want to deal with it preemptively, if you look in the middle of our ad, there's a thing for a bulletproof EGR. We will do a bulletproof This is only for people who buy our vehicles, by the way. If any more people show up who have a 6.0 that they didn't buy for us and want $1,900 bulletproof EGR done, I'm going to scream. Don't do it, all right? This is just for buyers, okay? $1,900, we'll do a bulletproof EGR cooler, a Ford oil cooler, gaskets, all the parts, Rotella oil and filter, and coolant. If you want us to do it before it leaves or before you come to pick it up in person. $1,900, that's a smoking deal. If you go and look to the big shots here in town and are doing you such a favor, it's called Integrity Diesel. Call them up and ask them what they're going to do it for. They're going to say $4,500, which is absurd. If you are interested in getting a bulletproof done from us, and you don't buy from us, we're going to charge you between $29 and $35, depending on how busy we are and how much we have in front of us right now. Okay, so that is the deal. But honestly, I probably wouldn't do that, because I don't think it needs it, and but if you want to, it's a smoking deal, and it's a good idea if you're nervous about that topic. All right, but based on the service of this thing, how many times they change the oil and filter, it's pretty unlikely that you're ever going to need that if you keep changing the oil yourself. All right, anyway, blah blah blah. That is it. Thank you for your time.